Welcome to our Staff Building Capacity webinar series for the 2018 school year. Brought to you by the Community and Family Engagement Program Office of the Title I Department of the Cobb County School District. Your presenter has a handout and a few items for you to use as your teams engage in chalk talks. In the session, we will explore the dual capacity building framework for family-school partnerships, highlight policy and program goals, and review the suggested activities your school created last year in the spring to add to your toolkit. For schools and districts across the U.S., family and community engagement is rapidly shifting from a low priority recommendation to an integral part of education reform efforts. Family engagement has long been enshrined in policy at the federal level through Title I Part A of ESEA, Elementary and Secondary Education Act, which requires that Title I schools develop parental involvement policies and school family compacts that outline how the two stakeholder groups will work together to boost student achievement. State governments are increasingly adding their voices to the chorus. As of January 2010, 39 states and the District of Columbia had enacted laws calling for the implementation of family engagement policies. Several states integrated family engagement into its educator evaluation system, making family and community engagement one of the 4 pillars of school improvement efforts, rubrics evaluating teachers and administrators. Our TKES Standard 10, Communication, provides examples of how teachers may continually use communication techniques in a variety of situations to proactively inform, network, and collaborate with stakeholders to enhance student learning. Your presenter has provided a copy for your reference. Now that Georgia is following suit, we have adopted the Every Student Succeeds Act, which was signed into law on December 10, 2015, and being fully implemented in the 2017-2018 school year. We are all working together to review our next steps to create and initiate intentional family and community engagement reform strategies which support our school and district goals. These reform strategies can be found in each school's updated school improvement plan. If you will, take out your handout and turn to page 8. There, you will find the dual capacity building framework. There are 4 identifying segues on the journey to effective family-school partnership. Your presenter will hit pause for just about 2 minutes to allow you an opportunity to review the framework. While reviewing the dual capacity framework, you may have noticed that on the least effective end of the spectrum, the challenge is the lack of opportunities for families to build partnerships. Then, as schools move more closely to a more effective support system, there are more opportunities to provide collaboration between families and schools. Equally as important is the fact that schools stand behind the school's policy and engagement programs. And the most effective schools build genuine family and staff capacity through programs implemented with fidelity that connect family engagement to student achievement. Thank you again for taking the time to read over the framework. Open your handout from last year's input from your school. We will put 10 minutes on the clock and work in teams with chart paper and markers that were provided to you to engage in a chalk talk. A chalk talk is a silent way to generate ideas, solve problems, or reflect. This activity is done completely in silence. Chalk talk allows participants to interact visibly and directly with ideas and silently with each other. It encourages thoughtful contemplation, generates questions and ideas, and gives participants a change of pace. Chalk talk can be uncomplicated silent reflection, or a spirited but silent exchange of ideas. It has been known to solve vexing problems, surprise everyone with how much is collectively known about something, get an entire project planned, or give a team everything it needs to know with no nonverbal sparring. We will use the Chalk Talk strategy today to generate the next steps needed to carry out the ideas you created from the copies of the responses your school's policy activity. Your presenter has provided these copies for you today, and reflect on your school's practices to ensure your school is on track, engaging families while using our commitment as a guide, because COB is committed to using reform strategies that engage our community, identifying an effective engagement process capable of measuring the impact of family engagement on student achievement, and utilizing evidence-based practices to address our identified needs. Okay, let's put that 10 minutes on the clock. Thank you for all that you do for students and families. Your parent facilitators and the Community Engagement Program Office is here for you if you have any questions or need support. Use the Next Step guide anytime your team meets. Keep families and the community a part of your everyday conversation and watch the impact grow. Please take a moment and answer our quick survey. We will see each other around soon. Remember, Engage One is committed to engaging our community one family at a time. Now go and fill your toolbox with family fun.